All right, family. Y'all better get excited. We get paid to read these books. Formal education will pay you a living, but self-education will pay you a fortune. And this is how I self-educate, and I'm sharing it with you. I hope you get something out of it. We are reading this book, David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me. And on the cover of the book, it's in the background is a picture of him when he was like 300 something pounds. And then in the foreground is him being, fit, finishing SEAL school, Ranger school, and all this other stuff. All right, so listen to this. David is he's finally finished training to become a SEAL. He's gotten into these ultra marathons, races, 26 miles a marathon. That's like just a baby marathon. He's doing ultra marathons about 100 miles in 24 hours, all kind of, in crazy stuff. And so he's talking about all this pain and suffering and mental Olympics he's going through when he's trying to finish these races. Now listen to this. So this is like his third race. He won the first one, he almost died. Second one was a short one. He almost died because he showed up half dead from the previous race. And this is the third one. He shows up, don't even have no water. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Now, but he's going through all this stuff. Listen to this. The human body, now all of this is kind of how he talks to himself to get himself through the pain and suffering. The human body is like a stock car. We may look different on the outside, but under the hood, we all have huge reservoirs of potential and a governor impeding us from reaching our maximum velocity. In a car, the governor limits the flow of fuel and air so it doesn't burn too hot, which places a ceiling on performance, meaning the car not going to go but so fast. It's a hardware issue. The governor can easily be removed, and if you disable yours, watch your car rocket to 130 miles an hour. Now, he says a little more subtle in a human, in our mind. Now, listen to this. Our governor is buried deep in our minds, intertwined with our very identity. It knows what and who we love and hate. It's read our whole life story, formed the way we see ourselves and how we like to be seen. It's the software that delivers personalized feedback in the form of pain and exhaustion and fear and insecurity. Good God Almighty. And it uses all of that to encourage us to stop before we risk it all. Teammates, my insight is we have to question what we have our governor set on. What is our governor set on? Is my governor set? I remember the time when I thought $100,000 was a lot of money. I remember the time I thought $200,000, like, Lord, if you can just give $10,000 a month, Lord, I won't ask for another dime. I remember I thought $300 was a lot of money. I remember $400, $500. But now I remember I thought $600. Listen, teammates, it's all relative. It depends on where you want to live. It depends on how you want to travel. It depends on what type of food you want to eat. It depends on what type of experiences you want to have with your family. It depends on what, the lifestyle that you're looking for. On what's a lot. He says it's a matter of stretching your pain tolerance. And which I ain't into all this pain, David. Now hold on. But he talk about stretching your pain tolerance. But now this is not the pain, but listen to this. But letting go of your identity. Letting go of Chris Durham, single wide trailer, hog pen, cucumber field, slot bucket, everybody, everybody doing manual labor, living check to check, looking for a pie job. Let go of that. Let go of your identity and all of your self-limiting stories. So you can get to 60, then 80% and beyond without giving up. I love that. So it still boils down to changing the way you think. All right. Number 2. Now, he says, so he is going through like hell, basically. So he's trying to finish his race. When I say trying to finish, he got 40 miles to go. Like, what? That's insane. He says, I know how it feels to be approaching an energetic dead end. I have been there too many times to count. I understand the temptation to sell short, but I also know that impulse is driven by your mind's desire for comfort. It's not telling you the truth. It is your identity trying to find a sanctuary, not help you grow. It's looking for status quo, not reaching for greatness or seeking wholeness. Teammates, you have to, he said, which means you'll have to chase pain like it's your damn job. Now, once again, David, I'm not into all this pain chasing you into. I ain't talking about that. But I can relate to the whole part about getting out of your comfort zone and being able to recognize when your brain is telling you, hey, I'm afraid. The brain is telling you, hey, that person's not interested, don't talk to him. But you got to override that and push through that voice in your head is telling you not to go for it. Push, so the insight is push past the voice that's telling you not to do something. You got to push past that voice of doubt. First, you got to recognize it. So listen, because that's just a natural part of it. Like the fear of making the next phone call, fear of calling this person back, fear of what they're going to think, fear of whatever. All right, last point, and I'm going to let y'all go. Here he is trying to daggum get through all of this torture. And he says, not a fighter. Say you like to run but have a broken pinky toe. I bet you continue running on it. Pretty soon, you will be able to run on broken legs. Sounds impossible, right? Now listen to this. What? We even had talking about running on broken legs. What, David? What? So, it was one thing we was running on broken legs when you was in SEAL training and you were just trying to graduate. But now, you ain't even taking care of yourself between races, man. That's my personal opinion, so don't y'all go sitting this to David. Now he mad with me. All right. I know it's true because I run on broken legs, and that knowledge helped me endure all manner of agonies on the ultra circuit, which has revealed a clear spring. Now listen to this. Which has revealed a clear spring of self-confidence that I drink from whenever my tank is dry. He said, but nobody taps their 60% reserve. He's talking about he got a 40% rule. He believes most people only operate at 40% of what they're capable of. And that's why he's talking about tapping into the other 60%. Nobody taps their reserve. Now listen to this. Nobody taps their reserve 60% right away or all at once. The first step is to remember that your initial blast of pain and fatigue is your governor talking. Once you do that, you're in control of the dialogue in your mind, and you can remind yourself that you are not as drained as you think, that you haven't given it your all, not even close. Bind into what that will keep you in the fight, and that's worth an extra 5%. Of course, that's easier read than done. Teammates, so he's saying fatigue makes, and then it goes on and on and on. And he says, and not the first time I heard it was I heard Nick Saban say it, and I thought it was like, oh my God, he just made this up. Now I'm reading this another book, like it's been said before. He says, he talking about, I want my surfing to continue. What is wrong with him? But anyway, he says, that's why the line, fatigue makes cowards of us all. So my insight number 3 is we have to understand that fatigue makes cowards of us all. Sometimes you might be thinking about quitting just because you need a rest, just because you need to take a break. You don't need to quit. You don't need to throw in the towel, or you don't need to make a long-term decision, and all you need to do is take a nap. Get yourself together. Just shake it off. Go shake it off. Just shake it off, regroup, so you can go harder. Fatigue makes cowards of us all. You got to understand that is real. So we got to have a high energy, high emotion, high enthusiasm. Sales is a transfer of enthusiasm. You got to be pumped up and energetic to be attractive. So teammates, I hope you're getting something out of this. I am. I love reading these books. I love starting my day this way. I hope you're getting something out of it. I love you. We're going to run this play again tomorrow.